Hey cupcakes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today is March 13th and it's 2025 and it is, let me see, 7:57 a.m. So 12 again. We keep getting this 12. You know what I realized? Some of y'all need to think back to 2012. I believe something significant happened possibly around July or May. You know, check around Taurus season into Gemini season. Like, check those 3 months, like May, June, and July, okay, of 2012, if you could remember that far back, you know? Something significant could have happened, and whoever this is for, you'll know. And it could just be for one person, but you're going to realize that people finding out that somebody you were talking to or friends with or dealing with changed the course or direction of your entire life. They started doing something around that time, okay? And they've been consistent for years. But all that shit is starting to come back because something is outdone. It's 58 now, 13, so something is completely over, okay? You could be closing out like a 12-year cycle, 13-year cycle, or you closed it out last year and your new year begins now in 2025. So look into that. Just look at the years. I always do that. Like, I have a chart of all my kids, what they did for their birthdays, what theme it was, what did they do, you know, where did we go. So maybe some of y'all are doing like a life review, which would be cool. You know, it doesn't hurt. Some of y'all need to look at the year. You know, like how this year is the year of the 9. Maybe you need to go back and look at all the year 9s and see how life was, just to have a better understanding of yourself, or how, or what transpired, or what is possibly to look forward to, but not necessarily because you don't want to manifest if it wasn't good, but just look at how the year overall was. What did you learn from that year, and so forth, so on. I was hearing alignment. I was hearing configuration. I was hearing recollaboration, or recollab, whatever that word is, child. Reconfigure or something like that. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so I hope y'all have a great day. I hope it's amazing. Remember that full eclipse that, I'm telling you, realize that, you know, you have to get into alignment, or it's going to be very hard. Why you think everything is so chaotic? Because people they ain't jumping timelines. They're not moving timelines. Oh, and that's another thing. 3:33 on the clock. Remember how before I was like, how do you know that the person that you're talking to, or like say if an ex comes back and they seem different, or somebody you've been knowing for years isn't like a completely different person, but just the vessel. Because you know that movie Behind Her Eyes? Remember how, spoiler alert, remember how dude was he thought it was the woman he was dating, but it was actually her friend that came to visit her. They had did like some type of astral projection, right, where they left their souls left their bodies, but he went back in her body and she went back in his, but then he killed but then he like killed the girl or the guy, if that makes sense. You understand? So how do we know that this isn't what's been happening? And if a person comes back, they seem so unfamiliar, you know? And then another thing I was thinking, what if um, we're jumping timelines, and we jump to these different timelines. Yeah, it might look identical to what we, have here at home, but there's like subtle little changes where you'll be like, oh, I didn't put that there. Oh, Lord. I didn't put that there. Or, why is this different? Or you might have thought you threw something out, but you'll see it again. But then how do you know that you didn't completely jump or alter your timeline in a sense? And maybe the ex that comes back, or, somebody you knew that you were having issues with, it's like they completely change and you're like, damn, what a turnaround. But it's because you're not in your same timeline. That isn't the same person. Or when you've seen somebody, you haven't seen someone in a very long time, and then they just come back different and you're like, holy shit. Or they don't remember certain things that occur, and you be upset with them like, what the fuck, how you don't remember? But it's not them. It's a version of them in a whole different timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because even with my mom, I'll say stuff to my mom and she'd be like, oh, I don't remember that. And I'm like, how convenient. It's some fucked up shit that happened to me, but you don't remember. How? You were there. Like, how? But how do you know that that's not really that version of the mom? They don't remember because they weren't there. You see what I'm saying? Yo, it's the illest shit. It's the illest shit, but I'm telling you, it's so much out here to be learning. You don't need to be worrying about nobody else. You need to be figuring out your own shit. And sometimes you see some people, how disconnected they are, or how it just seemed like all of a sudden they just got crazy or they're losing it. How do you know you didn't jump timelines? How do you know? You ever go to work sometimes and be like, why everything seems like it's different, but it's not. But it is, but only you remember. Or it's like the Mandela effect. You see what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. Or certain things that you used to like, you don't like no more. Or certain things that you used to do, you don't do no more. And you're thinking like, oh, I'm just growing up, or da-da-da-da-da. How you know it's not your higher self? How you know you're not jumping towards your higher self and it's guiding you? That's why you might abruptly up and do certain things, or, just all of a sudden you don't want to smoke no more. You don't want to drink no more. You wake up one morning and you don't want to be with your husband, or you don't want to work at this job. And you know what I'm saying? How do you know? Yo, I'm telling you, it's so much out here. So much shit out here to be learning. You have no time to be worrying about other motherfuckers. Okay? That's why certain things can be going on in a completely different part. But then when you get there, you're like, oh, well, it's not so bad over here. But when somebody else go a whole nother week, it's a different, or you could be in the same city and something could be going on across town. And you're like, well, I don't know. It's calm over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So take note, like try to see if that's what you've been doing. Put something somewhere. It's just like, I want to give you a juicy one. It's giving, frequency. I don't know if that's what it's called, but there was a show, I believe, called Frequency, when she had like a machine or something where she could talk, like a radio, where she could talk to her dad, and he was like in 1980 something, and she was a cop in real time, but she was talking to her dad. She could even hear her 8-year-old self and everything. And they had like a little hiding spot where they would hide stuff, and he was trying to get communication to her, or he just wanted to see if he was really talking to her or if something was factual. And he would go and put something in like a tin can and then put it in their hiding spot, and then she would go and find it. It's giving something like that. Maybe you should do something like that. bury something bitch, don't bury nothing now. Listen. Take that back. I'll take that back. Don't bury nothing, okay? Don't bury a motherfucking thing. Just put something somewhere, like put it in your closet or something, or put it in a tin can and leave it somewhere. And then if you feel like something has changed or shift, go back to that specific area, or try to make sure you put like something that will trigger the memory, not every single day, but something that will trigger the memory, you know, to go and look at a certain spot to see if it's even still there or if something changed. Look at that. Okay, if something changed. Some of y'all could be confused because you might not know what I'm talking about, but you will. You will. Okay? You will. You'll notice it. Or if you'll notice how sometimes, you know, you'll pray and you'll be like, you know, God, help me out. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. Something is so hard. And then the next day it's like a complete turnaround. It's like everything is just, it's like every obstacle was just moved out of your way. Or if somebody's sick and you're like praying, and then you might go to a timeline where they're not sick, or you know what I'm saying, where they make a complete recovery, or you know what I'm saying. So you have to wonder, like, past, present, future type energy. Remember, they say it's all happening, you know, in one setting. It's just where are you? So how do we know we're not going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we're altering things in other timelines to catch up with our higher self, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And then like, even if somebody like abruptly dies or something, you know, something happened in a different timeline, or, you know, they need their full energy in that timeline, or, you know, I just be thinking about crazy shit. Also, you remember that movie, the one where he was going to different timelines and he was killing himself to, you know, level up and shit? How do we know that's not what's happening? Because remember, everything happens above before that shit come down here. So, you know what I'm saying? I just be in here thinking about stuff, child. That's why I be telling y'all, try to be on the up and up. Like, remember to really gather your thoughts and really be positive about certain things, and always pray and ask for positive change and shit like that. And, you know, stop worrying about things that don't even fucking, yeah, it's not relevant in what it is you're trying to do at this very moment. And, you know, I'm not saying it won't ever be, but sometimes you just have to leave certain things alone and stop pondering and wondering. You know how much time we sit here and waste on, I heard, minuscule things. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what's that nigga doing? Is he coming back? Or is she coming back? I wonder if she with somebody new. Like, why didn't she want to be with me? And da-da-da-da. Why did I? And you sit there and beat yourself up for years and years before you just live your life and try to do better, or work on you, that the next relationship or the next situation, the next job, or the next whatever, you just be a better version than you were the last time. So if something does occur and things don't pan out, you won't beat yourself up so bad, and it won't be such a struggle to move forward. It was 13:44 on the clock. Yeah, definitely some type of change, honey. Okay. Look, when I tell you, you might have ties to the death angel. Like, death could be like your best friend. And I'm not saying it like that, but you know, that's the only energy. The death angel is the only energy that is forever ending with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I see it. Death and transformation is like, if there's ever a thing or energy or something that's forever, is that. You see what I'm saying? So you could have strong ties to death, or you could be like a master generator or something like that, depending on your life type, your human design and shit. And that's the thing. I'm like, yo, there's so much stuff for you to be realizing about your motherfucking self. It's like, it's so many different aspects of you that you haven't even discovered or tapped into for you to be worrying about somebody else, that shit is going to drive you insane. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah. Message. This could even be your intuition is heightening your look. Shattering old belief systems, different ideologies, researching, and you know what I'm saying, realizing that time is an illusion is what you truly make it. Because don't you notice how you'll see some people who are like 75 and they look like they're fucking 40? And I'm telling you, it's mind over matter. Some of y'all are aging backwards. It's insane. I know people see me and they're like, no, you have 3 kids. And they say it with such disgust. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 15 and you know, like you have 3 kids and you're and I'm just like, I'm a grown ass woman. Y'all gonna put some respect on my name. Okay? But yeah, let's go. I just wanted to, yeah, I be doing shit in here. I be minding my business so hard. Confirmation. I don't have time. Like, I can't even watch tarot readings anymore. That's just how it is. It's not even in alignment with me. I can't even watch them no more. Yeah. When you start fucking tapping in and all the different ways of doing divination, oh my God, it's a world. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, why didn't I know this when I was younger? Because listen, and I'm not saying I regret anything. I'm just saying, like, I wish I would have known more because I feel like I wasted so much time. But they say once you turn 30, 40, that's when life really begins for you. Okay? Yeah. Look, I cut it. So I'm just happy to be in this space. Okay? I know they say you're forever learning, but this is the type of shit that I like. If they had this type of, if they would have told us, and I guarantee you, although some people use spirituality for darkness, I feel like if they introduced this stuff at a younger age, I promise you, it wouldn't be so much chaos and drama and fucking conflict, because people will be so busy minding their business, they wouldn't have time. Well, who wouldn't want to know themselves? Who wouldn't want to know how to elevate and grow and tap into different areas of their life, just to, because they said, well, we only use what, I don't even think 10% of our brain. Not even 10%, bitch, out of 100. It says a lot, you know. And think about it, all those researchers and astrologers, and you see them getting into any trouble because they're too busy. All those spiritualists and those gurus and stuff, they are so busy trying to tap in. Do you hear anything bad about them? Like, give me one person from who does research and into the spirituality, or not just spirituality, but y'all know what I mean. Somebody who is well educated, I mean higher up there, degrees on top of degrees on top of degrees, researchers, or whatever. I want to say archaeologists for some reason. Yeah. They too fucking busy. They not worrying about no heartbreak, bitch. They over here manifesting. They transmuting that bitch. Okay? They are transmuting it. They don't have time to be getting into no fuck shit. If anything, they might be researching and finding things, and maybe they might be in trouble with the spiritual world, but I'm pretty sure they gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing earthly. But, yeah. Look at this. These cards fell. Pass. You realizing something about time or death, or how it, like, we don't really, I don't think anybody dies. Like, you can't kill energy though. The vessel might go, but yeah, divine feminine, the vessel might go, but you know what I'm saying? You could be finding out that a empress, a mother figure, feminine, Could have passed in a car accident? Or you have a passed over ancestor that's helping you move forward? Okay, could be a mother figure. She could be the death angel. Because this is giving me like, you know how we used to catch flies and them things? It looked like there's stuff in there, right? So maybe you guys did some jar work, altar work. This is giving me altar. Okay, and this looks like a deserted amusement park. And this is the thing, you could have like completely deserted your inner child. Like your inner child could be in a dark place or in the dark somewhere. You needed to go and find them. You know what I'm saying? To be able to find yourself. Okay, this is what you've been doing time after time after time, and it's been altering, you know, the past or the future or your present. So put it where it fit, y'all. Put it where it fit. Here's something about time capsules. Okay, time capsules. You could be finding a time capsule with a letter from fucking 1844, 1344, you know, with a picture. And it, you know, I feel like that would be dope. Maybe that's what some of y'all need to do. And that goes back to that message. Remember I said that? It's like hiding something to see if you jump timelines, you know, making a journal note, or, you know how sometimes you go to the coffee shop and somebody will have an attitude, and then you'll go back the next day and you'll be like, that motherfucker was nice today. All of a sudden, you'll be like, oh, that nigga must have got some pussy or something. You know how it go. Or you'll see somebody from high school and shit who used to fucking terrorize you. And then all of a sudden, they see you walking down the fucking street and they're like, hey, girl, out the window. And you're like, bitch, we ain't never been friends. You know what I'm saying? So take note. Look at that shit. You ever wonder when you're talking to an ex, or it doesn't even have to be an ex, like a friend who came back around, and you be like, remember when we did so and so? And they be like, no. And you're looking at them like, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, you don't remember that? How could you not remember? It was your shit. And they like, nah. So you have to wonder, who are you? What happened to the person that I knew? Or what happened to this individual person? Is this even the same person? Or am I getting a new version? Or am I getting an old version? Yo, when I tell you, there's this movie on, is it Netflix or Prime? It's called Dark. Y'all have to go watch it. Y'all have to go watch it, yo. This shit is insane. When I tell you insane, it's insane. So what's to say when these kids get kidnapped, they're not throwing them back in time, or they're not doing experiments and throwing them to the future? Let me tell you, Umbrella Academy, that's a real thing. Go look up what umbrella mean in the etymology. That's a real thing. Umbrella Academy, y'all need to go back and watch that shit for real, for real. Okay? When they're sitting here saying that they're finding people who disappeared from 1985 and shit, and all of this stuff, how do we know they're not taking these kids and doing experiments on them and then dumping them in other timelines? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's why we discovering people from all these different things. How do we know? How do we know that they haven't already discovered time travel and they've been doing this shit? Go watch that movie. Yo. What was that movie I was watching? I can't even remember. But I know that they had these priests that were trying to stop some type of event from happening, but I think it was good. It was an event that was supposed to be good, but they went and killed like the person who was supposed to do the event in that timeline. They killed the person who was supposed to like become the president, or I'm just giving examples, become the president or be the savior or give birth to the savior, or you know what I'm saying? Listen, I be sitting in here. I know I'm on a completely different timeline than all of you guys. All of you. I mean, we're all on different timelines, okay? But I know I am on a completely different timeline than the people in my house. Okay? A completely different timeline. And I knew that 4 years ago. 3 years ago. 4 years ago. I had an awakening when I was I had a lot of awakenings, but the specific awakening, it was on my birthday. On my birthday. Okay? And I knew everything was different from that time. Okay? Yeah. All right, so let's try to get a couple of things. I know I've been talking, but all right, Spirit, what you want to tell the people today? Did I pray? Most High God, Divine Creator of all, I'm asking you to come in and give us the messages that the collective needs to hear, not what they want to hear. Please cover this reading. Dispatch all the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides to assist. Cover us, shield us, and keep us safe, and block and bind and rebuke anything that is not for our highest and our greatest good. Ashe. All right, make it very clear. Make it clear. Yeah. Some of y'all have two choices. Okay? It's giving red pill, blue pill, bitch. I promise you. Look at it. Red pill, blue pill. What you gonna do? And I feel like some of y'all, yeah. Some of y'all want to take that leap. Okay? And then some of y'all might not. I feel like somebody regret being deceptive or not, you know, locking something in with you. But bitch, that's neither here nor there, because I feel like you're already gone. And then you ever wonder sometimes when, I don't even want to say that. Yeah. I don't want to say it. It just be too much sometimes. All right, Spirit. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Prosperity, Foundation, Trust, but it came in the reverse. So somebody could have missed out or feel like they missed out. Or you didn't receive something, some type of justice in court. I feel like somebody went somewhere else because somebody was deceived by money. This could have been a mother figure in the past. You could be realizing that somebody could have betrayed you. Okay? Or this is a mother figure figuring this out. Or this is you, Empress. Let's look at it. What came out first? The Justice? What else? What came after the Justice? The Two of Wands. The Empress. Money. The Moon and the Sun. No, the Moon and the Six of Cups. Somebody could have hid some money from you. I feel like there's some consequences from the past that's catching up with somebody. The cause and effect, whatever direction or whatever plan this was, somebody's missing out now. And I'm telling you, and somebody, you might not even, and that's the thing. How do you know, like, when certain things are happening and being altered, or certain things happen to you and you don't remember? How do you know that you didn't jump a timeline because it was so fucking traumatic and you don't remember it? And there could be somebody else beating themselves up, but you could be on a completely different timeline away from whoever this is. 3113. And you ever notice how you could just disconnect from somebody and it doesn't really bother you? I mean, it bother you at first, but then it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, they don't even matter to you anymore. You see them and it's just like, eh. You know? You ever wonder, like, why that is? Yeah, I get it, you heal and everything, but it's like they never existed. And then again, how do you know, like, when somebody passes, don't you notice that you think about them, but it's like they never mattered in a sense because they're not there anymore. Yeah, you could look at pictures and stuff, but you move on and you move forward, and it's like you learn to live without them. So I don't know what scales are being balanced because of some past doings, but it's looking real good, bitch. Okay? I don't know who this is on the back end, but I feel like retribution with the re. It's like I'm seeing the win lose here on the TV. You know how it scrolls and now available? But yeah, I feel like you might have thought you missed something, or you not seeing something right now, or you might have thought something was going to bear fruit right this second, but no, you're not seeing something. You could have shifted and altered something. Okay? Yeah. And then don't you realize, like, you see how we're in, like, with the whole, your president who's in president now? Who's in president now? Who's the president now? Don't you notice how certain things are affecting other people, but nothing's happening to you specifically? You're fine. You're not taking any losses. Like, life is just, it's regular. You know what I'm saying? 3333. Yeah. Something's definitely hidden about the past, or you might realize like the past is an illusion. The past isn't, we're like simultaneously living out all of our lives all in one setting, but it just seems like, I feel like they just need to put a date on it or a year on it to try to keep track, but necessarily no, because you see how back in the day somebody, like right here, like somebody was supposed to give you something and they jilted or they altered it, or you felt like you lost time, but then now you'll probably come into a whole bunch of money and you might think, oh, it was destined, it was fated, and granted it was, but you could have went back, or it just finally caught up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like something had to cycle out. Maybe 10 years. I feel like I said in the beginning, I feel like a 12-year cycle has been closed out and your new year begins now. So y'all need to look back the past 12 years, because we know 12 is like the hangman. Okay? A lot of pause and reflection, being stuck, seeing something from a completely different perspective. And maybe that's what some of y'all are doing now. And that's what's altering and changing your life. You know? I feel like when we go to sleep, that's when we're really traveling. We're exploring and seeing all these different things. And it's like we be trying to catch up to it in the 3D, but it's only doable in the dream state. And then eventually it'll catch up to you. But you know the runner chaser effect. You keep running after something and chasing something, it keeps running away from you. But if you sit still, it eventually will just come to you. I hope it makes sense, child. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? I just saw the King of Swords with the Six of Cups again with the Three of Pentacles. Look at this shit. I told you. Five of Pentacles. I feel like somebody feel like they missed the opportunity to give you something. Eight of Wands, that's communication. High Priestess. Yeah, a twin. A relationship. It's like maybe you thought you missed this. Maybe you thought something passed you by. Maybe you feel left out. Maybe you feel like a clown. Or maybe whoever this is feel like a clown. Because they didn't say something. Okay? They held back. Okay? Maybe somebody didn't trust you. Maybe somebody didn't trust your advice or your opinion. And now, yeah, with Mercury, there's a lot of Mercury here. Mercury's going retrograde. Now remember, Mercury, maybe somebody missed the opportunity to say something. Or that's how they felt. Okay? Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. So, with Mercury going backwards, and it's not really going backwards, it's just standing still. It's helping people catch up. That's all Mercury does. Anytime a retrograde is happening, retro, R-E, is for you to redo something, revise something, revisit something, reinvest, realize, okay, resubmit, reverse, or you know what I'm saying? Revive. It's a situation. So let me not speculate, bitch. Let me not speculate. With the High Priestess here, you could know somebody's withholding a secret. Okay? Somebody might not have known that you was, so spiritual. You were so intuitive. Somebody might have thought they were hiding their feelings from you. Somebody could have lost out on a lot of money because of something they said. Something just rapidly happened. But maybe they jumped timelines. Okay? Maybe they jumped timelines, and where the hell they went, it wasn't where they were supposed to be, or it was where they supposed to be because that's the timeline they were on. You understand what I'm saying? And then you ever wonder how you see some people and you be like, yo, this motherfucker just seems like they keep going up, up, and up. It's because they're jumping timelines. And they're doing this because, confirmation, they're doing this because they're discovering themselves. They're learning. They're understanding how time really goes. Don't you notice that certain people who are elevating, they don't be really into too much shit. Listen now. We're not talking about them dark ones. We is not talking about them dark ones. We talking about the other ones. The ones who are doing well. or so they're perceived. They're doing well and they're actually elevating. It's because they're jumping timelines. Quantum physics, quantum alignment, quantum jumping, quantum entanglement. Y'all better get into it. What I said, bitch. What did I say? Okay. Y'all better get into it. And then you see some people, it's just like, how the fuck you get such a bad look? How the fuck their twin could be having a new perspective? How the fuck did you get here? You ever ask yourself that? How the hell did I get here? All right now. Yo, this shit goes so deep. I can't even, I know I'll be all over the place, but it be so much stuff going on in my brain. I just be like, I got to take some time. What's this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Yeah, spirit, you heard the horn? Codependency. And that's probably why somebody missed an opportunity. Didn't receive something. Because they probably ain't believing themselves. It's probably the way they were speaking to themselves. They probably did a prayer and took the shit back. You know how it go. Yeah. Fear and anxiety. I cannot. Let's cut it. A soulmate. Yeah, whatever this offer they were supposed to make you, relationship-wise, they were too finicky, baby. Remember, and I told y'all, somebody got to heal something. Because you ever seen sometimes how some people be doing so good and then they just, when I say fall from fucking grace, you be like, what the fuck happened to you? You have to wonder if the version that we saw jumped to a different timeline and the one who needs the healing has to be in this timeline. You understand? Because they have to do that shadow work to catch up. Because they're, you know what I'm saying? It's, listen, the shit go crazy. It just be so much. How do you know that it's not your, I mean, of course your higher self, but how do you know the different versions of yourself isn't talking to you? Because you know when you go to, you dream and you be like, I was looking like it was me, but it wasn't me. It could be you, just a different version of you, and it's trying to tell you like, girl, you got to stop drinking, yo. You are fucking killing us. You know what I'm saying? Or you will stop drinking because I did. Or you, this is what you have to look forward to. And so it kind of give you like a, yeah. This is what you have to look forward to. So it kind of gives you some type of boost. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you timeline jump. You shift. And I believe when you jump, speak the truth. Yep. I believe when you jump, another version comes to where you're jumping from. Because remember, it's just a cycle. Everything has to go with a flow. So it's just like the airport. One plane goes up, the next one comes down. One goes up, the next one comes down. You feel somebody sitting in 15B. Tomorrow, somebody else is going to be sitting in 15B. So it's a continuous thing. And then you'll see some people and you be like, oh my God, you've changed. You know, look at you, you know. But then again, sometimes people see you and they be like, wow, you look the same way. But how do you know it's not a different version of you? You heard it. Speak your truth. Life-changing decision. Okay, let's 4422, 66 or 84. That's 12 again. When I tell you a cycle is completely fucking closed for y'all, y'all learn some type of karmic cycle. Y'all could be on the 1, 2, 3 effect. So y'all could have been in the stages 1 and 2. It's giving Fool card and Magician, right? Yeah, Fool, not even Magician and High Priestess energy, because you already took the leap of faith with the Fool card. Because you know the Fool card is really the first card, but it's the ultimate card. It's you. So you could have been on your magician type high priestess energy. So now you're going to move on to the empress energy with the masculine. So yeah, the twin effect. The whole, wow, wow. Yeah. So you're going into your masculine feminine era. Wow, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, come through. That's something you could have been working on, or whoever this is, this codependency. What's this Eight of Wands? Family concerns. Yeah. Yeah. And this could be that childhood wounding, those old wounds that need to be healed. Okay. Somebody could have been codependent on family. Whoever this runner was, they might want to talk to you. And we saw the chaser with the twin flame. So now this person want to chase you. Okay, but you're running. And they want to talk to you. Yeah, somebody want to open up. Okay, somebody could have a secret admirer from a past life. That's what I'm saying. So the person who's chasing you now, and you're saying this is that ex who's all of a sudden, and you're like, nah, I gotta be some tricky bullshit with this shit, yo. Nah, that nigga trying to get over. Nah, he doing magic. No. How do you know that this isn't timeline jumping? They're on the right timeline with you now. Or maybe the version of them that you wanted is here now, but you already jumped. So the person you're meeting, or you think you're meeting now, is a completely different motherfucker, but they look the same. Yo, that shit go crazy, bitch. I'll be sitting here talking to y'all all day, just going back and forth. You know? What's this Five of Pentacles? Look, I cannot. Apology. Something about autumn. And that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's autumn right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, maybe we're jumping timelines. And you remember how we said, like, back when winter first started, especially here in New York, how it kind of flipped. Like, California and them places is getting snow, down south is getting snow, and New York is up here. We chilling. It barely snowed. Okay. It was beautiful. Like, you go outside, it's like 35 degrees. But because of the humidity, bitch, it feel like 75. Truffle butter energy. You know what I'm saying, bitch? So I'm just like, yo, who was to say? What are the odds, right? What are the odds? What are the odds that this is what's been going on? And maybe we meet the people we meet, right? But we're all just jumping timelines, and we're standing still until it's time for us to end that journey in that vessel. That's why things are continuously changing. You see some people go to school. Because if you ever wonder, don't you notice how some artists, they make it, and then some others, they just don't? You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's just like a mental thing. Maybe it's mentally your mind jumps, or your mind is elevating. Because remember, we're all energy, so maybe we're just connecting to other ethers, because we're all intertwined. It's all fucking one. It's literally like a circle in the middle, and we're tethered all together. That's why certain people could think of one thing and you'll see another bitch do it. You be like, that bitch is fucking, she fucking. Child, it'd be hilarious. Oh, that bitch gotta be trying to tap in. No, bitch. We're all really truly connected. It just keep coming out. Speak your truth. Okay? Think about it, yo. Not always something have to be so negative. If you think about the things being negative, that's what it's going to be. But if you really look into some shit, yo, you'll be like, wow. I never thought about it like that. And then you will start thinking better. You won't start thinking so negative or being so pessimistic. Because I was very pessimistic back in the day. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And now that I know, like, okay, you was like a crazy ass manifester, you you could have manifested a lot of those situations, because we going like, oh yeah, he gonna cheat on me, and I promise you he probably have a bitch, and he'd be like, see, I told you. No, bitch, you manifested that. You manifested that. Why don't you go into it like, y'all, look, somebody either running to you or you running from them right here and now. um how do you know that? Why don't you manifest like, oh, I think this is the one, guys. I see a lot of potential in this person. Come through, divine feminine. You the one running. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of potential in this person. I think this might be the one. Most High, I really like this person. And if it's meant to be, I ask for the blessing to be able to marry this person. Or is this my husband? Sometimes you just got to claim it. Let me tell y'all a secret, right? I'm not going to tell you who though. But I remember seeing this guy. First fucking time I'm seeing this guy. I don't know if this nigga's old, young. I mean, he looked he looked like he was my age, but it couldn't have been, whatever. And I told you, I was like, I'm gonna marry that nigga. Okay, I promise you. I said I'm gonna marry that nigga. And then it's so funny because he asked me. He did. And I said no. Right? I said no. And it's crazy because the friend I was with at the time, she was like, yo, I saw this guy. I was like, yo, I seen this guy too. She was like, I think he would be perfect for you. And I'm like, for real? I was like, well, I seen this guy. Somebody could be going through financial loss. It's masculine. Yeah, with this 5 of Pentacles here. That's what the money they lost out on. Because spirit might have been guiding them to speak with you. And they didn't. Okay? Somebody could be scared of the occult. Like, they could be scared of... And I saw important conversation with abundance is near. So, yeah. You guys got some shit coming up. Y'all done manifested some stuff. So, anyway, she said, I think there's this guy I want to show you. I think he would be perfect for you. Like, I promise you. And I'm like, really? Well, I saw this guy too, and I think he's perfect. And she was like, while we went, and she showed me a picture of this motherfucker, it was the same dude. So when I tell you, you can manifest some shit, okay, you definitely mirroring somebody at this time. Both of you could be picking up on this person's energy, or this person could be picking up on your energy, okay, because somebody's definitely doing their work, honey. But let's get this last card because I don't want it to go over. It said chaser and anxiety. I'm going to just take it because it fell, but I'm going to get one more. So somebody could just be feeling left out. Yeah, push and pull. It came out again. This came out yesterday. Push and pull energy. So somebody could have just been codependent on their family or having some type of family unit. Maybe they had issues when they were growing up and they might have kids and thought that it was supposed to be a 2-parent household if this is the situation. Or, they don't want to leave the kids. They don't want to be another statistic. Or, you know how it go. What the hell? There's a big boom outside. And they were concerned, if they left this family or, they would lose out on some money. You know what I'm saying? But somebody is definitely, might be just depressed. Okay, they could be depressed. A Taurus or a Sagittarius with this Mercury energy here because they're withholding, suppression. And maybe they feel like they're not worthy or that they don't have enough money or finances. Let me tell you something. I always said this. Okay? I always said this. I always said I'd rather be with a broke nigga that we can build something together than although they have some broke ones who be doing the same shit, than be with a rich nigga that can buy anything and anyone they want. And they come with so much more drama. Not all the time, not necessarily. But I used to always say I'd rather take the nigga who me and them could build something than take a nigga who has it all and are so entitled and just, because money do change people. Some for the worse. And this is why we have situations like we're reading now where they let the money get to them head. They didn't use the money to give back or build something. It was all what they can get, what they could acquire, how they look, how they, and then once they got up there, how they treated people. Also, imagine going all up there, all those people you passed on this and sat up on your high horse looking down, to have to see all them people when you're fucking falling all the way back down. Bitch, when I tell you, yeah, of course somebody ain't gonna feel up to par. Of course they're not gonna feel up to par. Okay, and this is what somebody might have needed. Somebody was looking at something completely wrong because they had some type of conditioning. Some type of programming. And they say your subconscious is basically what rules you. Right? Without you even realizing it. Because your subconscious is the one that programs things from when you were younger. Whatever was suppressed, so you still believe that, okay, if I don't do this, this is what's going to happen. And you see some people, they stay in situations longer than they need to, but they're used to it. That's what their mind told them, like, this is comfortable for me. Okay? Or they just have a weird issue with pain, and you know what I'm saying? It's like they're comfortable with the treatment because that's what they grew up into. So it seems like home, but no, bitch, you have to work that shit out. Okay, inner child healing. Yeah, a lot of temptation, a lot of negativity. Okay, maybe whoever this is, they had family that was like, well, make sure you always hold on to family because when those people are gone, this is what's gonna happen. Or maybe they felt like, yeah, look, I cannot make this shit. It fell out, ghosted. Inner child healing. If you don't do this, your family gonna leave you out. You know that's how it go. I knew somebody who always said, oh, honor thy mother and father so your days could be long. But motherfucker, there's a passage in there that say you got to not fucking, you know what I'm saying, antagonize these fucking kids either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of manipulation tactics, a lot of narcissistic behavior, and I mean we all have it, but some motherfuckers, I'm telling you, it's mastered. They guilt trip you, or yo, this shit go deep. And somebody is somebody is reparenting. I heard reparenting, something about a 21-day fast, Daniel fast or something like that. I think I want to do that. Yeah, I think I want to do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I want to try it. Look, I just cut it. Celebration, divine masculine. Okay, so this person, because we've been getting this closure energy, and look, self-love. So maybe somebody on the back end is closing out things, cycles, to be able to come speak to you, or maybe they just want to speak to you to see if a cycle is closed, or it's like the energy so back and forth. Yesterday I did a reading. That shit was so, like, I was just so annoyed. And, if you are empathic, very much so sensitive, you will pick up people's energy. So it could just be somebody, when frustration did come out. Okay? Frustration did come out. And maybe somebody is trying to, like, really wrap some things up. Whether it's you or them, or for you or for them or for whoever. But somebody's definitely trying to wrap some things up to get on the up and up. Okay, to get in alignment with who they truly are, their desires, their wants, instead of people pleasing or, doing other things that they thought they should be doing. Because that's how we go. Oh, you're supposed to go to school. Okay, then you're supposed to think about it though. You're supposed to go to school. You're supposed to get married before you have children, get a job and all this stuff. But what about slave times? Back in them days when they had your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, and all of them cleaning their fucking house, they wasn't doing nothing traditional. They wasn't going to school. They wasn't doing none of that. So who made those rules? You see what I'm saying? So you have to start looking at certain shit for what it is. Doing things how you want to do it. One thing about me, I did everything according to them backwards. But it was right for me. And I don't regret any of it because I got to grow with my kids. Now I can really live. My kids are adults. I know, well, not my baby, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel good that I live to see them grow into great motherfuckers. I know I curse a lot. I'm working on it. But you know what I'm saying? I grew with them. Now it's my time. And if you think about it, when you get this age, this is when they said this is really your time. Like, this is when you start really living. Because now you want to explore more things, or you have the time or the opportunity to do that stuff. Now you're more willing. You'll be more disciplined. I wasn't disciplined back then, bitch. I wanted to be fucking around, drinking. I wasn't hurting nobody, but I bitch was living. And that's when you're supposed to do it. So who says? Because you go into these things, you waste all that time, and that's not even what you want to do. That's not even the career you did. You wasted all that money and you're in debt. And now it's like, okay, this is what I want to do. And you know you're going to do it. You're not going to waste that money, and it's going to be your best work ever. You know what I'm saying? So somebody is definitely realizing, like, and it's everybody. It's not just this person. We've all been there, done it, where we just thought this is what you're supposed to do. And don't you notice when somebody dies, you be like, well, this is what so-and-so wanted to do, so I'm going to do it for them. No. You need to still do what you need to do, but you could incorporate the love or the memory from them. You know what I'm saying? So we get too caught up. We see other people living their dreams and think, oh, I want to do that. I should do that. No, bitch. Do what you are destined to do. Do what you're supposed to be doing. You could be inspired, but don't try to take over this person's whole life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. So I feel like, yeah, somebody's definitely listening to their intuition at this time. That something absolutely must end. And yeah, because it's keeping them stuck. Okay? So like, share, and subscribe. Big up on the self. I will talk to y'all later. Okay? Let me get one of these so we could close out. I call back all my energy purified and cleansed. Call back all the collective's energy purified and cleansed. Spirits, guides. Okay? I'll send y'all back to y'all resting space. Thank you for the messages. Okay? You got to go, baby. You can't stay up in here. We closing all them doors, all right? All right, let me cut it, y'all. We going. I'm going to upload this. I'll probably put it out tomorrow, which is the 14th. So, yeah. Work overload. Yeah, somebody tired. It says working too hard, too much work, stretching yourself thin, sleep decline. Yeah, somebody tired. Maybe the family was too codependent on this person, consistently tugging them, pulling them all over. You know what I'm saying? Consistently on this person's back, fear and anxiety. And that's what was chasing them, the fear and anxiety of being in this energy. But it's because of how they grew up. Thinking if you don't work, you gonna be broke. If you don't do this, you gonna be broke. And somebody could have been a show-off. And they're just tired now. Okay, somebody's just tired because somebody could have did something and went from the Ace of Pentacles all the way to the Five of Pentacles. So they lost. They didn't gain shit. It's heartbroken here. Somebody is waiting for some good news. Somebody wants some good news. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's 1444. Last two cards. Here we go. He came out yesterday. Or she came out yesterday. Same individual. Yeah, unfinished business. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. Okay? Yeah, you could have just been sleeping with this person at one point in time. You could have just had a little sneaky fest. Okay? But this person loves you. And these are all the cards that fell. Okay? You could have realized that this person had you in some type of third party side bitch activities. What's that problem up there? Yeah, that's why they were running. But bitch, they running to your ass now. And then look, I'm just taking it. Look. You might be like, no, I'm not doing that with you no more. Okay? I have nothing for you. No sympathy, no love. I'm not accepting your apology. But somebody does desire to start over a new cycle. Wait. Yeah. A new cycle. After a whole bunch of drama. And something was pushed down. Anyway. Yeah, y'all. So, that's how we gonna end it. I love y'all. Thank you for all the love and support. Like, share, and subscribe. So, somebody, I guess, realized that, you know, like, it's not all what it seems. Like, I haven't even seen half of what I needed to see. Yeah, it's a lot of trickery when it comes to that mental, baby. And I'm telling you, you could trick yourself out of some shit and you might think somebody doing something to you, baby. And it be you. It be your mind. You be like, oh, God, they're talking to me. Something's talking to me. It's your mind. Your mind is talking to you. Okay? You could be getting the messages from spirit to close something out. Okay? So you have to really, is it your gut feeling or are you getting downloads? So that's what somebody could be realizing. Like, share, and subscribe. Big up on yourself. I will talk to y'all later. Make somebody heart smile. Toodles.